The Apprentice is a relationship film between a young real estate developer and a ruthless, brilliant lawyer. And set in late 1970s, early to mid 1980s, Manhattan, New York City, and it's really an exploration, between of the American dream and a belief system as it's being passed down between these two men.
It's a movie that explores and shows us the formation of a worldview, and it's a Frankenstein story about one monster creating another.
If you're learning to play a piece of music on the piano, you start off and very slowly, you have to go and get the keys right, and then the next day you can sit down and practice, and you're doing it again and again until you can do it with your eyes closed, until you memorized it and it's just part of your body and you don't think about it. So that was sort of how I was approaching the physicality and the way of speaking and all that stuff. And then we were dealing with the prosthetics. We hadn't really quite decided how much prosthetics or not. I actually wanted to use as little prosthetics as possible, and I wanted to go after the essence rather than try to do a likable, not likable, like a likability kind of sort of look or something. But the prosthetics, we weren't happy with it. So Ali had asked me how much weight I can gain in 2 months, so I started eating and basically everything and drinking lots of Coca-Cola. So there's that part of it. I know there've been a lot of reiterations of Roy Cohn. Famous people have played Roy Cohn, but to me, I feel there's no one else that has done that has played this role or will ever play the role again after Jeremy. He was a real partner in this. I was very grateful for that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about him. I think what he does in this film is really astonishing. And even up close with him, in the trenches, I never really saw the stitching. What he had to do it's a big limb to go out on, and to really own it and internalize it and be in command of it. We both had to go out on that limb together.
Someone like Sebastian, who has a certain image in America, who has a certain, fan base, and the fact that this guy is willing to risk that for something that he really truly believes in, I think that speaks volume of the kind of artist and the kind of person he is. When people watch Roy Cohn's character, they're so convinced, and the part he did in The Succession, they're so convinced, and okay, Jeremy Strong must be a real asshole, because he's so convincing. But when you see him in real life, and then is a wonderful, sweet, caring, empathetic person, this is first and foremost a movie. It's not a political piece. It's not supposed to tell you stuff like secret stuff you didn't know about Donald Trump or how to vote or.
But also just to be able to go see for yourself, experience it for yourself. And I think the movie can be very powerful if people can go and be open to that.
So this movie explores the forces and the pressures that formed the Donald Trump that we know today. And I think it's very important for all of us in this country and in this world to understand those forces and pressures.